Hello. This video is about a fascinating between American schools and those in other parts of the world. Education shapes our future, but the way we experience it can vary dramatically depending on where we grow up. Let's explore these differences, from classrooms to curriculums, and see what makes each system unique. Number 1. Curriculum flexibility versus structure. In American schools, students often have a lot of freedom when it comes to choosing their subjects. By high school, they can select from a range of electives like art, music, coding, or even culinary arts. This flexibility allows students to explore their interests early on. In many non-American schools, the curriculum is much more rigid. Students often follow a standardized set of subjects throughout their education, with little room for personal choice until college or university. While this provides a strong foundation, it might not cater to individual passions. For instance, in the United States, a student might combine math, history, and band class in one semester, whereas in other countries, a student is more likely to follow a fixed schedule with core subjects like math, science, and social studies dominating their day. Number 2. Teaching styles. Collaboration versus discipline. American schools often emphasize collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Classrooms encourage open discussions, group projects, and even questioning the teacher to promote understanding. This creates a more informal and interactive environment. In contrast, many non-American schools place a stronger emphasis on discipline and respect for authority. Teachers are viewed as the ultimate source of knowledge, and students are expected to listen and learn rather than debate. While this fosters respect and order, it might limit creativity for some students. For example, in Finland, teachers are guides who foster independent thinking, similar to the US, but in China or South Korea, students might focus more on memorization and perfecting their exam techniques. Number 3. School life, extracurriculars versus academics. American schools place a huge emphasis on extracurricular activities like sports, drama, and clubs. These are considered just as important as academics and play a big role in college admissions. School spirit is a big deal, with events like pep rallies, proms, and homecoming games bringing the entire school together. On the other hand, in many non-American schools, academics often take precedence over everything else. Extracurriculars exist but are usually secondary to a student's grades and performance on standardized tests. For example, while an American high school student might spend their evenings on a soccer field or rehearsing for a play, a student in Germany might focus on homework or vocational training after school hours. Number 4. The cost of education. In the United States, education, especially at the college level, can be incredibly expensive. While public schools are free, private schooling and college tuition often come with hefty price tags. Scholarships and loans are common ways to fund higher education. In many other countries, education is either subsidized or completely free, even at the university level. For example, in countries like Germany, public universities have little to no tuition fees, making higher education accessible to everyone. Number 5. Exams and grading. American schools use a GPA system to assess students, which evaluates their performance over time. Standardized tests like the SAT or ACT play a role, but continuous assessment is key. In non-American systems, a student's success often depends on a few high-stakes exams. For example, in India, students take board exams that can determine their entire future, creating immense pressure to perform well. Number 6. The role of technology. American schools are often at the forefront of integrating technology into education. Smart boards, online resources, and even individual tablets are common in classrooms. In non-American schools, the adoption of technology varies. Some countries, like South Korea, are highly advanced in this area, while others may still rely on traditional methods like chalkboards and paper textbooks. Conclusion. In conclusion, the differences between American and non-American schools highlight how diverse our approaches to education can be. Neither system is perfect, and each has its strengths and challenges. The American system excels in fostering creativity and individuality, while many non-American systems offer structure and strong academic foundations. Ultimately, education is about preparing young minds for the future, and every country tailors its approach to meet its cultural, social, and economic needs. Let's celebrate these differences and learn from one another to create a brighter future for all students. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel.